We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the ESB show. And today, there's a bunch of college basketball that has already started. I already lost a game by a play by the hook, so you know the day started off well if I'm already losing a play by a hook. Just insane. But we've got some dogs that we've got today. Some favorites that are currently losing. North Texas, get your head out of your ass. But we'll go from there. I already lost on App State minus 8.5 in the first half. They win by 8 in the first half, so that's off to a great start. By the way, I am live on TikTok. Hi, people on TikTok, for as long as I can. If the stream goes down, because I don't know, TikTok hates me for some reason. Go over to the Earle Sportsbets YouTube channel, and that's where I'll be doing the show as well. So if anything goes wrong on TikTok, that's where you guys know to find me. Well, go ahead, look back at yesterday. Went one right, went wrong, and it was not a good day yesterday. I'll be quite honest with that one. ULL looked good for a little while. They were down 1 at halftime, and then plus 8.5, and they lose by 14. Hampton takes care of business, which was nice. South Florida takes care of business. That was nice. The over in the Elon game didn't get there. Iona wins by a point. That was nice. Arkansas State over didn't get there. Lost Campbell by the hook. They lose by 4. I had them 3.5. Washington Wizards plus 5.5 didn't get there. Columbus Blue Jackets took care of business against the Dallas Stars. Something's wrong with the Stars. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of funny. The Boston Bruins took care of business last night. They went 4-3 over Vegas. The Sabres game, I had 4 plays. I won one of them. I had the Sabres money line, which, nice. They went 4-2. Unfortunately, did not get the over. And Tuck and Doan didn't do anything, so that's kind of annoying as well. I did get the under in the Moorhead State game, so I was a winner. I thought Golden State was going to win. They lost by 8. Winnipeg loses in overtime, so another loser for me. EIU in overtime was a nice winner, though. I lose by the hook again with Sacramento State. I had them plus 9.5. They lose by 10. Lose on the over in the Weber State game. UTEP did get the win, though. Pittsburgh did get the win. Minnesota Wild are useless because they win in overtime when I had them on the puck line. Long Beach State loser, and Miami loser, down 5.25 units. Hopefully we can kind of bounce back. That was not a fun day on the site yesterday, but we'll go from there. Afternoon, Timmy. Afternoon, Untouchable. And yes, Sabres. Love it. Well, I have the standings pulled up for the NHL, and the Buffalo Sabres are now sitting at 61 points for you. Real deal, or for us, real deal. And only 2 points behind those Canadians that we beat last night. And we got a game in hand still. Let's get up to that number 3 spot in the Atlantic and really try to push for a playoff spot. Buffalo's also up 4 points for a wild card spot over Toronto. And hopefully tonight Vegas takes care of business and we can get even more up. So, and I believe I don't remember what the odds were, but Buffalo is like minus 200 to make the playoffs. So head in the right direction. Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Blackhawks are going to win today. They won yesterday in Carolina. That's absolutely beautiful to see. I cannot stand the Hurricanes. So watching them lose is always a fun thing to do. If you have not watched them, if you have not had the chance to watch them lose, highly recommend it. Watch back the game from last night. Need an audio clip of Nick saying no team should be minus 300 ever. Yeah, that was something that Nick bet a bunch. I will say I'm going against that today, and there's reasoning behind it. Real deal. I really, really hope we can get to the playoffs. That's the I'd like to make the playoffs and win at least one game. And real deal, I will guarantee you something. Ready? if the Buffalo Sabres make the playoffs and their first round is against Carolina, I will be at game 1. Guaranteed. Absolutely guaranteed. Not going to miss it. So, right now, if the playoffs were to start, they would not be facing Carolina. They would be going to Detroit, but Detroit's not going to get there. And I have a feeling that Tampa Bay will end up winning the East in terms of best record in the East. So, and if the Sabres can hold on to the first wild card spot, then they would get Carolina. But if it's Buffalo versus Carolina in the first round of playoffs, I will be at game 1. Sabres money line was nice. It was. Hi, Tim. How? Hi, Brad. How you doing? We're taking the Avs. We are taking the Avs tonight. No, we're taking the Lightning tonight. I took the over in the Avs game, but I like the Lightning. I took the Avs and the under. No. I'm on the over in the Avs game. I'm on the over. The mighty Rangers are an underdog against the Sharks. Yeah, I took the Sharks. No, I'm sorry, I took the Rangers. I have the Rangers money on. How many days till our baseball season? Can you find out? To college baseball, it's like 20. To the MLB, we still got 2 months. Spring training starts up a little bit earlier. College baseball starts on the 13th or 16th. Which one is it? Because it's a Friday. College baseball starts up on February 13th. The MLB starts up on the 26th of March. David Troublemaker on the TikTok saying, did the Dallas Stars make the playoffs? I mean, we're only 48 to 52 games through. Right now, they have a very, very good chance to, yes. But nobody has clinched a playoff spot just because we haven't played enough games yet. But Dallas is currently in the 3 spot in the Central. They are currently up 12 points for a playoff spot. So I think it's safe to assume they will be a playoff team. I think it's safe to assume. Oh, Lightning. I did Chicago first period and Tampa Bay full game. Threading the needle. That you are. But I don't hate it. Go for that plus money. North Texas is ass. Wow. Anyways, any thoughts for the Detroit Pistons against the Houston Rockets? Yeah, I passed on the game. No real interest in that one. I think it was a lean towards Detroit, if anything. But I couldn't get involved. Free picks for today. The free picks include the over in the Avs game. As I mentioned earlier, I got over 6. Ohio State plus 15.5 and the Nets plus 8.5. Why do I like the Nets? Look at their last game. That last game for the Nets was ugly. It was 120 to 66 or something like that against the Knicks. So I'm going to take them to bounce back tonight. The line's already moved to an 8. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, 120 to 66 in their last game. I would not be surprised if the Nets somehow found a way to win. I'm not going to bet that, but you never know. Canucks. Sure. I don't mind. Well, what is the Canucks doing today? Against the Devils. That's actually one of the games I didn't do anything with. Marner, anytime goal to be played. Go for it, dude. Tad plays for college basketball. Today's plays. Take Ohio State plus 15.5. How's the winter storm prep going on your side? Destiny's already ordered a whole bunch of blankets and heat warmers and all that stuff for blizzards if the power goes out. We're pretty set up for it. We're set up for it on our end. If we even get anything, I'm gonna pull up the weather again because we're supposed to go to a concert in Greenville, South Carolina. Weather this weekend. Let's see what the weather's got for us. It's not really. It's starting to turn into. We might get a little bit of ice, but it's starting to look like nothing crazy. But who knows? Tim, do you have the gene? I have not a clue what you mean. Not a clue what you mean. Quickly tag on. All right. So, by the way, here's what I have right now. I had App State first half full game. First half's already a loser. I have North Texas minus 10.5. They're currently down by 4 to ECU. That makes no sense. Hopefully App State can hold on. They're only at 12 now. Hopefully they can hold on. Stetson plus 13.5. They're currently tied with 2 minutes left to go before half. Halftime in New Haven, I got the under 122.5. Live total sitting at 119.5. So we'll see there. So those are the current live games going on. But which superpower rematch do we think we get, or is it going to be a brand new matchup for the Super Bowl? I think it's going to be Broncos Seahawks. I do. I meant, do you have a general? Yeah, we got a general. We're good. I like the under in the AFC, but that's a low total. I feel like I want to go more towards the team total under for the Patriots. I feel like I would want to go that direction. Maybe. That's kind of how I'm looking at that one. We'll pull up the games real quick because that's happening soon. Now let's see. I'm actually gonna load them up today. We'll load them up, shall we? I will watch the college basketball. I'm sure you will. We're gonna Denver. Broncos. We want the Broncos. I think I want to just take the Broncos outright. I think I'm just going to take Denver outright. I think that's going to be the play. What can I get for him? 200. I'm just going to take Denver outright. Jared Stidham. King Stidham. Let's get it. Not King Stidham, but you know what I mean. In Stidham we trust. That's not what I want to do. Edit, undo. Thank you. And then I'm probably going to end up grabbing Seattle as well. What is Seattle at? Seattle is sitting at a 2.5. Yeah, I'll end up grabbing Seattle minus 2.5 versus the Rams. So I think both 1 seeds make the Super Bowl. I know it's boring, but At this point, you got a Denver Broncos team. I guess it's not chalk because the Denver Broncos are running a backup quarterback. So that could be interesting. ESPN put up something saying Brett Beatty could get traded. That could be fun. Have a good weekend to you two. Probably taking all quarterbacks to throw a pick that day. I won't talk you off of that one. Spread. Yep. All right. We're in on both. We're grabbing Denver and Seattle for the two teams that are going to make the Super Bowl. Part of me wants to take Denver to win the Super Bowl. I don't hate that option. Yep, both of them are in now. We're good to go. Let's get it. Damn, do you know when the pitchers and catchers should be hitting in Florida? About 3 weeks, roughly. Something in that nature, around 3 weeks from now. Normally it's around when college baseball starts. Pitchers and catchers report 2026. February 10th through the 12th. So there you go. Some players will need to get there early if they're going to be in the World Baseball Classic. So that's when we'll get action for them. But that's pretty much it for today. Keep in mind, I will mention it if there is any type of inclement weather that takes out power and stuff, I will put out a post. Obviously, I can't do shows if I have no power, no Wi-Fi. So keep that in mind. I will try my best to do shows, but if the Wi-Fi goes out, the power goes out, we'll have to do another day. I think it's at Duncan. What's at Duncan? In the UFC weigh-in, a fighter passed out at the weigh-ins. I guess that makes sense. You do roll. That tells me that he cut weight too quickly or did it the wrong way where he just couldn't stand up. And that's not healthy. The fact that the sport does something like that, I don't personally like that. Cameron Smotherman. Cameron Smotherman was the guy that wrote nasty fall. I'll have to look it up after the show. I don't really do anything with UFC or MMA and all that stuff. Although I will say Brian Boom Kelleher has been on this YouTube channel before, so we've got that. We've had an actual UFC fighter on on ESB before, so way back in the day. Halftime in most of the games. I've kind of already marked North Texas a loser. App State's falling apart a little bit because I have them. They need to win by 15. They're only up 12 with 3.5 to go. So hopefully they can get that figured out. Stetson's winning at halftime. That's nice. And the under is looking decent in that New Haven game. The live total is 119.5. So we'll see how that one finishes out. But that should pretty much wrap it up for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Weather permitting, I'll be back tomorrow. I should be back tomorrow. Let's be completely honest. But until then, TikTok people, we actually made it through an entire stream. I love it. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Peace out.